How's it going, everybody? I'm Pete. Today we are going to start working on some of the engine for the GT350. So let's roll. Okay, so I did end up ordering all ARP hardware for the motor, the main caps, the connecting rods, and the cylinder head. And after a little bit of a debate with a couple of people as far as what gaskets to go with, I'm just going to stick with the Fel-Pro. The 8993 is good enough for this motor. I mean, I'm not going to be running 500 horsepower on it. You know, if I were to stick with an MLS gasket, then there's a lot of preparation involved with getting the engine deck surface and all that other stuff. So I'm just going to avoid doing that for now. So we're going to stick with the Fel-Pro gasket set. All right, so today we're going to start with the cylinder head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the followers off, slide the cam out, pull the springs and the valves out and everything, and then we're going to clean it. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to send this all to the machine shop. In my opinion, I just feel like it's a little bit of a waste. I mean, this is just flash rust, which will, you know, just brush right off. So I got a pickle fork here. So, I mean, it should be good with maybe just this one. I should just usually, when you put it in there, in between the follower, and push down on the spring, you usually just pop out. So there's that one. And then these two, since they're close to the edge, just got adjustable pliers and push all the way down. That one's popped out there. So then here, like I'm talking about the edge, like in between the cam lobes and everything. So just give it a little bit of a push. Sometimes it can be hard, but this one's giving me a problem. All right, let's give this one a swirl. So that one popped out fine. Let's see if I can get the camera maybe. Well, this thing's pretty, there we go. All right, should be able to get it out now. There we are. All right, so now should be good for that. Okay, now to get the cam out, we got two Phillips head bolts right there, and then a locking plate. So I'm gonna turn the head around, that way you guys can see. All right, so these should pop out fairly easy. Let's see. Probably got to give it just a little bit of force, but okay, there's that one. Yep. If you can't get them out, use like an impact driver, like impact drive screwdriver. So there goes the plate. So now, got to carefully pull the cam out, but let me turn the head around. All right, so I'm gonna try and carefully slide this out. Looks like it's going. Just don't want to disrupt the cam bearings. All right, so there's the cam. Yeah, this thing's seen better days for sure. But definitely looks like a factory cam for sure. Not that it matters, but all right. That's now I'm gonna take the rest of the lifters out. You should just pop out, but they've been sitting for a while, so these, well, that one broke. Well, there's our answer. These have probably been sitting for a while, so I mean, I'm definitely not reusing them. Definitely got some little bit of rust on those. That one came out decent. Yeah, these It might look good, but I am not reusing those, so forget that. So we're gonna change all this out anyway, because I need to go with roller followers. I got a valve spring compressor. I'm going to start popping out all the valve springs. The valve spring tool wasn't working out too well, so I have this from when I used to work on 4.6 Mustangs. So I have a bar right here, hooked it on there. I just took the ratchet and pulled it down and was able to successfully get it out. So I'm gonna try it on this one really quick. Make sure it goes. I'm sure they make a tool for this, but I don't have it. But gotta work with what you got, right? Work with what you got. Got it. All right. Well, that wasn't too bad. So we'll get the rest of these done, and I'll be back in a minute. And that's going to do it for the head. It's all taken apart. Doesn't look too bad. So I think what I'm going to do is give the machine shop a call just to see what the wait time is. I'm going to call the machine shop right now just to see what they say, turnaround time and price and everything.
You've reached Ron's Automotive Machine. Our regular business hours are 8 to 12 and 1 to 5 Monday through Friday. Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.
Well, no answer, so I guess we'll just have to wait. All right, everyone, so I got a hold of the machine shop. They're like 4 months out. That's just too long. So we're going to do everything here. We're going to clean the head and the block, scrub it down with soap and water with a wire brush, and then rinse it off with the pressure washer, and then blow it out with the blowgun and all that stuff. And also we'll go through everything and chase all the threads down for the head and all that stuff, and then should be good. Also, we are going to be getting into the transmission, so we can get that out of the way. This is a T5 out of a V8, and we do have to change out this right here, the input shaft and the throwout bearing retainer and all that stuff. So we're going to be doing that as well. This is the T5 out of a V8, like I mentioned. So we're going to end up swapping out the input shaft and the throwout bearing retainer, because obviously this isn't going to work. This is the T5 that was originally in the car, the 4-cylinder T5. So I wish I could just use all this, but unfortunately the gearing for the input shaft, it has like a little counter gear in the back. It's not going to work. I think the gearing on it is like 20-something toots. So all right, so yeah, for next week, we're going to start building the engine and everything. I'm still waiting on all the ARP hardware, and then we're going to start assembly, and as well as getting into the transmissions. I do have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as input shafts go to adapt this transmission to a 4-cylinder bell housing, so we'll figure that out. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and more importantly, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.